Yeah, we're here. We are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between. We are here and joined by my very good friend, Gurps Cheema, up and coming comic. Very exciting stuff. Gurps, do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Hello, hello. How's it going, chat? Welcome. Thank you for having me, Tayab. This is fantastic.
It's all good,
Good to
man.
be here. I'm a stand-up comic, and yeah, super excited. What's happening?
Well, we've got a lot of things in store today, but I mean, we'll start just by talking about your like comedy. This is so strange, by the way. Your screen is like flickering, but on stream you're fine. I don't know how you're doing this wizardry, but it's like
Really?
on Discord, like it's flickering. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, no. How have you been? Because it's been a while since we've talked. So for the chat to understand, we went to school together, went to secondary
Yeah.
school together, and sixth form.
Secondary
It's
school together
it's
and sixth form.
been a while. How have you been
Yeah.
in the meantime?
I've been fine. I think I'm getting ill with COVID, but that's lately.
Well, you avoided it during the main sort of time of. How was COVID for your like comic stuff? Because you obviously you really want to be touring and things like that, but
Which
you can't do that during COVID.
So that got shut down for like the first year and a half. So all I could do really was Zoom gigs and like clandestine gigs that were, you know, set up but not really spoken of. With so many illegal gigs, man, it was fun. It was the fun part
Oh
of the
my
period,
lord.
just breathing
Jesus.
lockdown.
Were there like a lot of illegal gigs? Was that like something that happened a lot?
Yeah, I mean, just like if just in the trashy areas, yeah,
Right.
people just go ahead anyway. Like some rundown pubs that just trying to drive some business. So
Whereabouts do you normally like do gigs? Where do you normally do gigs?
oh, it's all over the place, really. There's not that many gigs in Birmingham. Like I'm trying to set up my own at the moment. But the key place to do gigs is the south, really. Just if you go to London, Brighton. Although you get the best crowds if you go up north,
I
Manchester.
figured I was gonna ask where do you get the best crowds? I feel like the rowdier audiences must be so much more fun.
Oh yeah, they don't get offended as easily, and they no idea what Twitter is. So you
Okay,
know.
fair enough.
Although you know, I'm hoping to be cancelled right now. The reason I called my show Trigger Warning, which will
Yeah,
be
we'll
live on
we'll
the 2nd of
we'll get
September.
onto that. Don't you worry.
We'll get into that. But yeah, the reason I called it trigger warning is because I'm hoping we get offended
You
and to get
want people to get offended.
exactly well not just offended, but I want people to cancel us. So it's free promotion.
It is free promotion. There's no such thing as bad publicity, right? So, like, if you say the worst stuff, it's only going to fuel that more, isn't it?
Exactly. So yeah,
Why do you
that's
think that is? Do you think that people like that sort of, like, darker humor, that sort of humor that people shouldn't be listening to? Do you think there's an alert to that?
I think it goes in cycles, right? But because you're so restricted from it, and most mainstream comics they don't want to talk about, you know, those subjects that are fringe subjects in a way. So
Hmm.
the appetite for it really increases. People really want to hear something different.
Right.
Because that's the thing with stand up, right? You're supposed to like you set up a premise and then you revert those expectations with a punchline,
Yeah.
and that results in a laugh.
Yeah.
I'm explaining comedy. It's not.
That's never good, right?
No, it's
If you
never.
have to explain it, it's not good.
But it's not
Um,
comedy anymore. Like nowadays they do this like meta comedy, which isn't funny, and literally it's just saying what the crowd is thinking anyway, and then you get a
mhm.
round of applause for it.
I
Like,
think a lot of
you know,
This isn't a diss at American comics. There's loads of good American comics, but I feel like American comedy is more like that. It's less subverting what the audience is thinking or expecting, and it's more doing exactly what the audience thinks. I feel like there's a lot of comics that are very on the nose, especially in America. But it's not only in America. But I have certain names come up in my head that are like that. And I guess that's their style of comedy. But I personally prefer the more British style of comedy. I don't know about you. What sort of comedy do you prefer?
I guess with myself is a mix. I like all sorts of stand up. I guess lately I've been into. Well, to be fair, like my all-time favorite comics are all American.
Right.
So going from Bill Hicks to Richard Pryor, Norm Macdonald. Oh my God, he's up there.
Yeah. Well, rip Norm Macdonald. What a legend.
Yeah, all time man. He's the goat, right? Greatest
Hmm.
of all time
Mm.
comic. Man, I was so gutted when he died. I wanted to see him once, like
Yeah.
never got a chance to. Oh well.
Do you like Carlin? George Carlin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah, yeah.
classic comic.
I'm actually listening to his audiobook right now.
Oh right, okay. Yeah,
Dude,
no,
the idea that man has
he's
is
pretty
just.
brutal at times. He's great to listen to. I like Bill Burr.
Oh yeah, Bill Burr is one of the best. I watched
Yeah.
him live when he came to Resorts World.
Oh really? Was it? How was
Yeah.
he live?
So yeah, it was a lot better than he released it on Netflix as Paper Tiger afterwards.
Hmm.
But the live version was a lot better. I'm finding that with lots of comics. Even Ricky Gervais. I watched his show live, and
Yeah.
it was so much better than what came out on Netflix.
Right. Well, did they have to cut certain things out of the Netflix special? Or was it
It felt
basically
like they
everything that?
did. I think they did cut out some bits for it, but I think
Okay.
just the ones that didn't work. So he's got full
Mm,
freedom to do whatever he wants, really.
yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna tell Ricky Gervais off.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I mean, we all saw his speech at the Golden Globes, which was kind of iconic. Or was
Yeah.
it the Oscars? I forget if it was the Oscars or
Like
Golden
Golden
Globes.
Globes,
It was
he
the
did
Golden
that
Globes, yeah.
4 times. Oh, brilliant.
Which is
That's
insane.
the absolute joke.
Yeah, no,
You can
he's
make your
great.
own way here in your own limos in check.
Do you find yourself channeling your favorite comics when you're doing that sort of stand up? Did you learn from them and try and almost emulate their style or not?
To an extent, yeah. I think a lot of people, especially early on, they told me that I seemed like Bill Hicks for some reason because I tried to mimic his style, like falling off on stage and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And it's best to develop your own comedy voice, but it takes a while for you to find that.
that's
So
true. Absolutely.
it takes like 5 years of doing it just to get the respect of like other comics.
I mean, yeah, that seems like is that a big thing? Do you think the respect of other comics is really important in the sort of comedy gigs and the comedy game?
Nah, it doesn't matter. Like their own roles, right? Each to their own. But it's good to like support one another. If someone big starts helping you out, it will help your career.
Yeah, of course. I think a lot of big comics started because somebody else who was big like gave them a leg up. I was literally just watching Jimmy Carr and Frankie Boyle. Like they did an interview. Jimmy Carr did they're two of my favorite comics. I personally love them. I love their style of brutal one-liner comedy. I think it's great. But yeah, so I didn't know this, but Frankie Boyle started as a writer for Jimmy Carr on a show called Distraction that he did like 20 years ago or something. But I
Okay.
didn't know that. So that's where he started. He used to be a writer, a line writer for these shows, a lot of Jimmy Carr shows back in the day. And then from there, he was able to like step up. A lot of these comics come from that. So I don't know. Maybe writing is something that you could do. Have you thought about that?
I've done writing before, but
Hmm.
it's just yeah. The thing is, I prefer writing my own material. It's really hard to picture like get into someone else's head and write something in their voice. So for me, I've got a very unique writing style.
Right.
So it only can applies to me, I guess. I
I
don't know.
guess so. That's true. I mean, how much time does it take to just create a whole routine? Like, let's say a 10-minute gig or a 15-minute gig somewhere. How much time goes into that?
Oh man, it's like really it's just all your experience and everything you've done to that point going into that one moment. It's crazy the way it operates, but essentially you start off by doing a 5 minutes and then you gotta build that minutes into a solid set. And the way you do that is just by testing it out.
Right.
That's one of the best things about doing comedy. You get to just test out stuff live. You go
Yeah.
to new material nights, open mic nights, and you don't get paid for those, but you get to like just say out new ideas that might not be funny, but if they are, oh man, you got something there, you're gonna grab onto that and just keep using that joke forever.
Mm.
No, no, ideally not. You want to keep on
Yeah.
renovating stuff. I did that initially because my initial set was like about Generation Z and my name. So that was like a solid 5 minutes, and I did that for 3 years. Same material.
You just milked that same material.
Yeah, essentially.
Hey, if it gets a laugh, I mean, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, but it becomes tedious like a few years in. Like, oh fuck, what am I
Mm.
doing? And
Yeah.
there's comedians on the circuit that have been doing the same 10 minutes for like 10 plus years.
Yeah, wow.
Imagine
That's
that
pretty
doing
insane.
the same material for 10 years time.
That's got to be a drag. How do you even perform that at that point in the same way that the same energy that you would perform it in the early days, right?
It's impossible.
Yeah,
It becomes
that's
really polished, but yeah, like with me, it's changed. Like even my voice has changed a lot in the past 5 years. Like I couldn't stand my voice 5 years ago.
mm,
If I was to watch those videos again, it's painful.
yeah. I mean, I get what you mean. I think everyone hates the sound of their own voice just all the time, though, right?
Yeah, it's
Do you?
good to listen to your own voice though. It's like just remembering stuff. It's
Mhm.
painful.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. So you have a show that you have like put the money towards and actually set up. So do you want to
Oh
talk a
yeah,
bit about what that is?
yeah. Please do show up. I'm financially liable for this. But no, it's called trigger warning, and essentially we're gonna have four professional comedians get on stage. And so whenever you go on stage as a comedian, what what makes the job easy is just knowing your material, having your material is your weapon, right? That's gonna prevent you from bombing. Going on stage without material, it's just stupid. And we're a comedian
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
And that's the whole point of this show here. So yeah, comedians are not allowed to do their material. We're gonna take a bunch of suggestions from the crowd before the show starts in a bucket, and then we just pick in random things, and whatever the topic is, we gotta make jokes about it.
That's a
Nothing is off limit.
really difficult thing to do.
Oh man, it's gonna be tough. We
That's a
got four.
real comics test. Like coming up with improv. Improv is the hardest form of comedy, I think.
Improv is hard and it's shit most of the time.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
exactly.
anyway, I don't like improv.
Mm.
I've tried to do that before. Like, hey,
It's really
you
not
are
easy.
an apple.
You are an apple. Are doctors scared of you? Like
Yeah,
trying to
exactly.
come up with some funny joke based off of just a random thing is really difficult. I think that
He's an apple
that's.
punching doctors.
Well, yeah, exactly. I think that that could be really interesting. I'm very excited for it. I wish I could come on the 22nd. Unfortunately, I'm in Florida, so I can't make it. But
Oh,
where is it? And
cancel your holiday trip. No, it's all right. No, don't do that.
yeah,
No, it's going to be at the Actress in Bishop, Ludgate Hill. It's a 5 minute walk from Snow Hill
in
Station
Birmingham, right? In
in
the UK.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
If it does well, if the first night is successful and I don't lose all my money, which, it's 50-50 right now,
Yeah.
it's going to be a recurring thing. So it's going to happen once a month minimum. And we're in talks with like multiple venues as well.
That's
So,
awesome, dude. How did you get the idea to do this? Your own show?
man, so I thought, okay, I could write an hour and a half worth of material, or I could just, get other comedians and turn it into a comedian's hell. Their work. No, yeah, it's just like a fun time, right? I'll just get like a bunch of comedians that are like my friends and stuff to get on stage for an hour and just have a good time.
That sounds amazing. Actually, I'm very jealous of everyone that gets to go. Where can people get tickets?
So it's gonna be on Eventbrite. You can I think it's triggerwarningshow.eventbrite.co.uk,
Hmm.
or you can go on Gurps.live dash triggered
Hmm. I'm gonna put
uh
that link Gurps.live
live, yeah,
slash triggered.
triggered, yeah.
Link is
So
in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. You can go there to buy tickets. It's gonna help out a lot. The show does sound really amazing, and I think it'll be
we
really
got a
really
killer
cool.
lineup as well. So we got Mike Capitola from America. He's
Hmm.
he was in the Batman movie. So do you know the one that recently came out?
Oh really? Okay,
He
that's
doesn't have a
mad.
major role in it, but he's just
Yeah.
in it. So I'm
Hmm.
using that to advertise it.
Right. Who else?
So we got Ethan McKinley. He's
Hmm.
also a stand-up comic dash actor. Jack Harris. We also got a diverse lineup. Jake Gareth, also another token white guy, but he's a bisexual, so I guess that counts.
I guess yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
We are a diverse group, all dudes.
Oh,
Woman community too, so maybe the next one. No, we got honestly. I'm still trying to book some more comics for it because
mhm.
there's going to be four professional comics and two new up and comic semi-pro acts.
Right.
And yeah, you get to vote for your favorite one at the end with a clap off.
Oh, okay. That sounds amazing. Well, I hope that that goes really well. It sounds amazing as a show idea, and I would certainly be. I will shill tickets for you. I will go to my friends and family and be like, "Yo, you need to go to this show. It's gonna be sick." I'll make
Appreciate
sure
you
you
so
break even because I would love to have something like that, especially locally to me as well. I think that would be really
yeah,
cool.
having
There's
that a
not.
year would be
What's
awesome.
the circuit like in Birmingham?
There's It's a few hundred comics. There's so like I guess the key gigs. At Penguin by Jay Hanley is a comedy club in town. You got the Glee Club as well.
Mhm.
That's a very very nice one. The Hollybush in Cradley Heath. That's a very fringe location, but it's in a shit area. That's good. Every
Yeah,
Thursday.
right.
Also like there's a few one-off nights in Coventry as well. There's Project Mayhem. But yeah, that's the main thing of comedy. People they really struggle to get fill the seats when you start your own gig, and so there's gonna be like a few comedy shows, and then they cancel that event forever. So
Yeah,
I've done comedy shows where that event no longer exists now.
right.
So yeah, most of them. I've done over 150 shows
Hmm.
in the past 4 to 5 years, I reckon.
Right.
And I reckon, yeah, over 80 of those nights have been cancelled forever.
Damn. So it's
So the
it's
hard thing is just being consistent and keeping at it. I guess it's the same with Twitch, right?
I mean, yeah, those people that I've seen grow have been the people that stream every single day, or at least post content like very, very regularly. Same day every single week, or same few days every single week. Just do it again, again. You just grow from that. So I guess consistency is key with anything, really.
Yeah,
I,
true.
yeah,
That's
it's
what I struggle with. I'm too lazy, man. I do want to lie down for a bit. And
just
working from home. It's like,
working from home is dangerous, bro.
dude, I could lie down right now if I lose interest.
It is
Lazy.
like that. It is difficult to keep like concentration with anything. Keeping things
I mean, with
consistency
my
is
day
difficult.
job, sometimes I turn my video camera off and
Hmm.
I'm lying down there in a Zoom meeting.
Yeah, I mean everyone sort of does that. It's yeah, it is difficult. So I have some segments. So the first segment we're gonna do, and I think this is really fun. So, how like familiar are you with Reddit? I know you use it or used to use it. How do you use Reddit? Like a lot, a little? Like how often do
Oh,
you
I
use
lost so much money because of Reddit.
it?
Later.
How
Dude,
so?
do you know Bed Bath and Beyond?
Yeah.
So, okay,
Oh,
Wall
you
Street,
were one of those Wall Street bet guys.
dude, it's amazing. So initially, I only put like a grand in, and that went up to
Only, dude,
only.
you put a grand in. That's insane.
I thought this is the opportunity of a lifetime, but wait for it, because okay, that went up by £1,500,
Hmm.
and then it went up by 2 grand. I thought, okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna add 2 grand more.
Oh
So because
no.
and then you'll just fucking I lost like
Oh
3 grand,
no.
which
You
is like
lost.
then I lost 1,500 net, but it's like down by 3 grand since the high point. You know,
Right.
I have Tesla shares. I had to sell some Tesla shares to buy fucking Bed Bath and Beyond,
That's rough.
and now it's too early to sell, and it's gone there from like 23 to $10. I
Right.
initially got it for 14, then
Hmm.
it went up. Yeah, so fuck Reddit. No, I love Reddit. So the best memes are there.
All the
So
best memes are. I think I probably lost a good like 5 years off my life just sitting there and scrolling through Reddit. If I'm being completely honest.
that's worse than a few grand.
You're not even wrong. Yeah, that's true. You're absolutely correct. So what I've done is I've come up with a little game for us to play. All right, I call it the Reddit game. Let me share my screen real quick so you can see what we have going on. So it's a fun little game. It's going to be quite difficult, but we'll see how your analytical skills are. I'll show you a Reddit post. Okay,
Okay.
you need to tell me what subreddit this post is most likely from.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, talk us through this meme, and yeah, your job is to figure out what subreddit this meme is from. Can you see my screen, by the way?
Not yet. No.
If you click on the Discord, you should be able to see it.
So if I click on the Discord,
If you click on like me on Discord, you should be able to
oh,
come. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no,
Yep.
yeah.
Good, good. So we have a post. Cat. When I try to sleep past 7:30 a.m., wake the fuck up, you thumb having ass bitch. What? You need to talk through this and tell me what subreddit you think this is from.
Okay. I hate morning people.
Is that a subreddit? Is that actually a subreddit?
It better be a subreddit. I just made it up, but it
Okay.
might be.
Do you think this is more of a morning person thing? I mean, the title is cat.
Nah, that's too obvious. It can't be just a cat subreddits.
It's
Okay,
difficult,
like
isn't it?
pet subreddits? No,
You're gonna go with pet subreddit.
I don't even know if that's a real subreddit. I need to get the names. There's so many fucking subreddits.
Or you can at least try and guess what you think the subreddit is about. And I'm gonna give you like a hint. These are difficult. These aren't easy, but they're fun. So I just thought it'd be quite funny to.
Okay. So this is gonna be. I'm gonna combine them all into one.
Okay.
And this is. It's not I hate morning people. This is I hate morning cats. No,
You hate morning
that's way
cats.
that's too specific to be a subreddit.
Let me. There are very specific subreddits though. There are the very suspiciously like specific subreddits.
All right. So what's the answer?
You want to know? All right, so I've started you off with a nice wholesome one. So this is a subreddit called r/cats standing up. This whole subreddit is dedicated to cats standing up. It's amazing.
Okay.
So yeah, because the cats standing up, it's this whole subreddit is literally just dedicated to cats standing up.
Do you know what? I'm down with that. The meerkat is my favorite animal. So
Fair enough.
Meerkats on here.
It's a meerkat for a reason. All right, let's go to the next one. All right.
Next meme.
I'm probably quite alone with this hobby. I like to store my popped pimples in a small tin.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Dude, that's
Lord.
turned into ashes. That's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of shit you'd see in Gold Member or some crap.
Yeah, it's disgusting, isn't it?
It is disgusting. So is that like a pimple popping Reddit?
There are some pimple popping subreddits, by the way.
I know they are.
Chat is having a field day. They are not liking this.
Why they hate this?
Chat's
What's
just
wrong with storing your popped pimples?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Jesus, that's honestly this is more mental than I'm pretty sure there's like a subreddit for serial killers, and I feel like this is worse.
Some people would say this subreddit is a subreddit for serial killers. Some people would say this is a subreddit for psychopaths for sure. That's a hint. Yeah. Chat says it looks like weed, and I see it. Like that looks like weed in a grinder.
That's what I thought. Initially, I got so excited. It was gonna be like a weed Reddit.
No, this is yeah, no, that's I'd give you $3,000 to smoke this though.
Shit. I bet it gets you high. You see some other
get you high. This will send you to hospital, bro.
Yeah, someone.
The only weed that gives you AIDS, like.
Oh,
it does look like weed, chat. Remember, chat, you can post your questions for Gurps in the chat, and we'll answer those questions. So, yeah. What do you think this subreddit is?
Fucking psychopaths of Reddit. It's gotta be. I don't know.
You gonna go with psychopaths of Reddit? You're not far off with that. So, do you want to know? Do you want the answer? Or do you want to keep guessing?
I don't know.
So, this is a subreddit called r/the10th dentist. So
what was their what was their motto? Like,
right. So right. You know how you always see those ads of like 9 out of 10 dentists recommend X brand, right?
Yeah.
So this is a subreddit called the 10th dentist. This is people who have just completely fucked up, completely like different views about anything, basically. So people who enjoy stuff that other people would normally hate, or just basically psychopaths, people who like things that people would normally hate. So there's things like, I saw a post that was like, oh, I like wet socks, and it's someone wearing socks that are just drenched, and it's disgusting because people hate having wet socks and stuff like that. People eating their breakfast with orange juice instead of milk in their cereal, stuff like that. Just absolutely fucked up shit. So yeah, it's the whole point of the subreddit is just psychopaths, basically.
Holy shit. I think I'll stick with Oral-B.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Dentist.
All right, the next one. I want to see what your comic ability is for these next ones. So I want to see what jokes you can make. So. Okay, well, this one, this is a news headline. People are accusing Robinhood of stealing from the poor to give to the rich after it limited trading on GameStop shares, which I think is an amazing, amazing headline.
Oh, this is perfect. It really is. I mean, that's the way to do it. You gotta steal from the poor to keep the rich rich. And yeah, no, to be fair, I fucking love this. Like the whole story around Robinhood and the first GameStop. I mean, that's why I lost so much money with Bed Bath and Beyond bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it's like all those short sellers that lost so much fucking money. That makes you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are essentially stealing from the poor.
They did. It's just amazing. A company called Robinhood was stealing from the poor and giving to the rich. Was just the irony on that is just insane.
I mean, that's how the world works, right?
It is.
So
what subreddit is this from?
So is that from? I mean, that's got to be Wall Street Bets. No, it can't be. They're not advising you on how to
lose all your money.
Is this the fuck the poor people?
I'll give you a clue. It is about news and news headlines.
Okay. I don't know. Just Reddit news?
It's a little more than that. So It's
I'll keep my answer very broad, and he's gotta be one of the Reddit news. Wait, what? Not the Onion.
r/not the onion is amazing. So it's basically headlines in real life that would challenge onion headlines. Like, you know how onion headlines are always like hilarious and like crazy. We're
Yeah,
getting to a
yeah.
point where real life is just crazier than the onion now. And so these are headlines that like are like onion headlines but actually real. Amazing subreddit. I highly recommend you guys check it out. But yeah, that's why I thought it was like really funny. There's just people accusing Robin Hood of stealing from the poor and giving to the rich. It's such an oniony headline, but it's real. So yeah. All right, next one. I think this is the final one.
Oh no, I wanted more. Okay.
Party like a Russian.
Oh man, is that like taking lots of steroids?
I mean,
Booze.
imagine you're walking down a corridor and you see this group of people.
Jeez, you'd probably like run the other way, but that's not allowed today because he's so politically incorrect. So you gotta keep walking straight. But Jesus Christ! I mean,
The
that's
person
reason why Ukraine should win. No.
Jesus. This is the state of the Russian army. Somebody put in chat, looks like my Sea of Thieves crew. And another person said if I saw them, I'd invite them to my Valorant game. So, you know, there you go. The person on the left looks like the only normal one there.
Nah, even she's probably hiding.
She looks she looks like she's tweaking a little bit.
Dude, that's so weird. And that fucking that's the second person on the left. She looks like, who's that rapper? Takeshi.
Oh my god, she actually does look like Takeshi 69 as well. That is amazing.
That's
Oh
Takeshi 69.
my lord.
And he was jacked. She looks a bit from far away. And then you got
Oh
all the
my
Indians in
god.
between.
This guy has essays on him, by the way. Like actual
Seriously?
essays on him.
I wonder what that reads. Like, but what's hang on, who's that for? Are you supposed to like stop him in the middle of the road and say, "Hey, do you mind if I read that off your back?"
Yeah. This is it's a pretty wild group of people. I mean I'm guessing they're friends. Like, why are they hanging out? This is like a misfits. This would make an amazing sitcom, right? Just a group of misfits together.
They probably all hate each other. I don't know what they're gaining from this group though. Like why they're in it. But yeah.
Chat says, so you're telling me he's just running around topless in the street? Yeah, so what's your guess?
So for this one, okay. Is this like
Chat says I don't think he's running anytime soon.
yeah.
Oh my lord. Jesus, chat.
Bit of that in there.
He's trying to better himself, chat. Come on.
He needed more space for the essay that he was gonna write on his back.
So, so he just kept eating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe he got it when he was skinny, and then it just got the font just got bigger and bigger.
Fuck, hang on, can you zoom in on his tattoos? Is that even Russian font?
Well, that is certainly Russian.
That is Russian, yeah. Such a weird set of tattoos there.
Yeah, this is wild. Party like a Russian. If this is the parties that Russia's having, sign me up. Let's go.
Oh man, they're all weird and fast. I love it.
It's a brilliant photo.
Time to guess the Reddit. This
Yep.
is I don't know, peace in Ukraine.
So this subreddit is called A Normal Day in Russia.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen this subreddit before? It's quite a popular one.
I've seen videos on YouTube
Yeah.
with that name, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably one of the best things on YouTube, right?
Absolutely. Russia's fucking wild. Before the war, Russia was fucking wild, right? So, like, all the random shit that just happens in Russia, it just gets put on this subreddit, and it's amazing. Seeing the random shit that goes on in Russia is crazy. It just, how do you live your life like that?
Dude, there's like, they have to fight bears and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of that.
On this very subreddit, I saw a babushka, an old lady, kick a bear out of her garden. Like, just fully A massive grizzly bear. She just walks up and tells it to fuck off. It's insane.
I think I've seen that. Was she like at the bus stop and then at her house?
It's insane.
That's a normal day in Russia, though. It's
That is a normal day in Russia. Oh yes, this one. So we got another. Beautiful. They paint these walls to hide my pen, but the shit house poet strikes again in a toilet stall.
okay.
I love this post so much.
Did he not have to write pen again? No, actually, he had to rewrite that one. I don't know. It could have been like a cool graffiti, or maybe like a cock.
This is amazing. The fact that he wrote this, and then they painted over it, and then he wrote it again, and he's given himself a vigilante name. He is the shithouse poet. It's just fantastic.
And he rhymes too.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah. I got a funny post for you. Hang on.
Okay.
Gotta send
Okay.
it to you. Have you got any other memes? We gotta guess.
You gotta guess the subreddit.
Okay, so is this a shithouse poet rhyme dropping Reddit? Or maybe it's the watching paint dry Reddit? No idea.
So I think you're very, very, very close with your first answer.
But the shithouse poet.
Yeah.
So this is a continually nagging shithouse poet.
What are you going with?
I'm going with the first one.
Okay, so you're right. So basically, it was initially posted to a subreddit called Casual UK, which is just about UK, anything casually British, right? So this was written in I think it's a spoon's toilet, or it's just a toilet, right, somewhere in the UK. And so, but this post started a subreddit called Shithouse Poet. So this is r/Shithouse Poet. And this subreddit is about people writing and graffitiing in toilets, in toilet stalls. So it's all the graffiti and amazing stuff and like the things people write in toilets.
Ah, that's perfect.
It's perfect. And it's called Shithouse Poet because this was the post that started it all.
I wonder, you know what? Do you reckon that have there ever been anything like truly profound on the wall of a toilet?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever come across any really profound poet.
Have you not? You clearly haven't browsed on this subreddit because there is profound poetry, philosophy on the walls of toilets, especially men's toilets, all the time. I will show you, chat.
By the way, I just sent you a picture on WhatsApp. Can you
Okay.
share that?
I can.
This is an original meme. It's not a meme.
I can't spell.
Like, you're gonna have to zoom in because it's very funny to me, and it's kind of in line with this.
Mm-hmm.
With
Did
this
I spell
shit.
this wrong, chat? All right, I'll bring it up in a second. I'm just gonna try and go to the subreddit just to show you some of the profound stuff, but I can't find it. Why? What? Did I spell it wrong, chat? I've literally got it here. It's Shithouse Poet. How am I spelling this wrong? Oh, whoops. That's why I didn't put the R. But yeah, this is like the number of Reddit the number of like Reddit what's the word? You know how you go down rabbit holes? Like the number of rabbit holes that I've gone down is like insane. Like the shit you see is just incredible on this subreddit. It's like, this is your asshole. This is your asshole in the Air Force. Don't re-enlist. Which is hilarious. But one of my favorites, I'll see if I can find my favorites. This one's good.
I can't see anything, by the way. I'm just seeing this shit out of it.
Oh, damn it. Whoops. So this one's brilliant. Scotty, don't beam me up yet. I'm taking a shit. This is brilliant. Yeah, but my favorite one was that
That proves that aliens are real.
it is, yeah. Was this one here. It says our asses touch the same seat. We are brothers. It's just great. But anyway, what did you share with me on WhatsApp?
I sent you like a a photo I took on WhatsApp.
Okay. All right, let's have a look, shall
I
we?
have your number. It's still the same number, right?
Yeah, it should be. I hope so. Otherwise, you just texted that picture to a random person.
No, it's the right one.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, okay, I want you to zoom in on that 25 pound sign.
Okay.
Okay, do you see the alpha blind people? Is that the most you can zoom in? Okay, so here's my question. Do you think the people from the Lake Blinds company graffitied over the number of the alpha blinds people? That's what Stratford wrote.
Wait, that's like, you know
But
what? They could have. That's some serious like.
because that's where the number was meant to be. I mean, this is not shithouse poet. It's just someone doing their marketing. But fuck
That's
you,
brilliant.
people. I feel bad
Alright.
for the alpha blinds. I think the
What is this? Why are there two blinds company? Okay, there's so much to unpack with this photo. First of all, okay.
First of all,
There-
I think someone needs to pay like a visit and
Yeah,
ask them what their beef is with alpha blinds. But
helping
yeah,
you find the right rishta. Findmyspouse.co.uk. Okay, ignoring that.
wait, we can't ignore that. Let's just go back to that. Go on that website. To find this house here. PC.
Findmyspouse.co.uk. Wow, I would go on it, but I'm not gonna go on it on stream. There's no chance I go on that website on stream.
Well, we could just like, yeah, let's make a fake account and catfish some people.
Yeah, why not?
But yeah, I hadn't even noticed the Rishta people. But that's
There's so much to unpack with this photo. So this on the Stratford Road, did you say?
yeah, that's the Trafford Road.
Whereabouts?
So, oh gosh, do you know where the Lidl or Aldi is?
Oh, okay, yeah, around there.
think
I
it's
know
south.
that area. Yeah,
So
it's a
right
little,
off-
I think.
Yeah. But I was driving past it. I had to take a picture while driving, which is not advisable.
Yeah,
but,
don't do that, chat.
But I had
But
to do
this is
it. And
brilliant.
it was worth
It's
it.
like two rivaling blinds companies. It's like a turf war because there's graffiti on the wall and everything. It's like
It's like San Andreas, right? When you graffiti over your rival.
okay, well, chat just went to that website.
Have they actually?
Yeah, Complex in chat said not a bad website. Not gonna lie.
Someone may find a rishta.
Yeah,
Are you
I mean,
excited to get married, people? Oh,
yeah.
it's a funny story. I haven't done it in my stand-up yet.
Mhm.
But do you know when the Ukraine conflict first started?
Yeah,
Like a few weeks before that, I got this spam email in my junk folder,
right.
and it was meet single Ukrainian woman today. I'm not kidding.
Mhm.
It was there like 2 weeks
Wow.
before the conflict kicked off.
That's timing right there.
I almost got catfished into an active war zone.
Oh, that's brilliant for material, not gonna lie.
Yeah, right. But
But yeah.
okay. So what's the update on findmyspouse.co.uk chat?
Yeah, what's the update on that? Don't even need to put in your number, but don't forget to post your photo. I mean what if you're posting your photo, they don't need your number. They know what you look like at that point. They're gonna
Still like-
harvest that data.
Yeah. You're gonna sell it to the alpha blinds people.
Oh my god, I don't want to be in between the beef between the alpha blinds and the lake blinds people. Like I feel like
I
that
don't
was
think
not good.
people even know yet.
Yeah. But that was fun. What did you think of the Reddit game? I think it could be a really fun recurring game that we could play on this.
Oh, for real. You need to bring it back.
Yep.
Browse Reddit like more. That's what we do in my free time anyway.
I mean, yeah.
Or did you have some other segments in mind?
I have one other segment in mind that I think would be quite funny. So do you want to do that now? We can carry on jesting for a bit, or we can do the segment now. It's up to you.
We can wait a bit.
Okay,
By the
sure.
way, quick promo again, 22nd of September. Chat, remember, if you're in Birmingham, come down. It's Tik Show.
I've put the link in the chat. I'll put it in the chat again. Big show, Gurps' show. It's gonna be amazing. Head-to-head comics. It's gonna be insane. You have to go there. 22nd of September. In near Snow Hill Station. All the details are there. Make sure you sign up. It's gonna be insane.
Yeah, and the tickets are discounted right now, £5. tenner, so they're normally nothing. It's a new event, but it's discounted for 4 or 5 more days. So, yeah, buy it right now. we'll wait for you to buy them. Nice point.
Maybe post it in the Discord. Absolutely fantastic point. So I have a streamer Discord, Gurps, that I'll send you a link to so you can join. You can see when I'm live and stuff. But I'll post the link in the chat. I'll post a link in the Discord too, so everyone can see.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, fucking marketing is so hard, man.
It really is.
Dude, I've tried spamming on Reddit and I lost so many karma points.
Yeah, no, it's really difficult to market properly. It really is. I think TikTok's honestly the way to go in that just like if you can make a TikTok go viral, that's enough for you. Or at least make like a YouTube video go viral. But that's really hard to do. That's not easy to do. So building a following on YouTube and TikTok is probably going to be your best way as a comic, I think.
Yeah, TikTok is a tough one. I don't like using it. Like,
Yeah.
I post stuff on it, but I don't get lost on it. YouTube is my like pet peeve.
Right.
Like
Why
I
is that?
waste so much time on it, but not in a productive way where I'm creating content. Just wasting my time watching bullshit across the. Yeah, it's going down those deep rabbit holes. It's 3:30 a.m. and you're
I've
like,
been
"Oh,
there. What sort of things do you watch on YouTube that just waste your time completely? Now I gotta know.
dude, it's just everything and anything." I think I got into watching. There's a guy that reviews MRE foods, you know, the military foods.
Yeah.
There's a guy with long hair and he just fucking eats military food.
Right.
And he's got like a hour-long videos. I don't know why. Why does it need to be an hour? But I just have it there in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That I mean, yeah. I could easily waste hours on YouTube just watching the most random shit. I actually have a really big problem. So I have ADHD, right? Most likely. And it manifests itself in lots of ways. Hyperfixations is one of them. I will not know anything about a specific topic, and then I'll see one YouTube video about it, and I'll want to know everything, and I want to get involved. So like, this happens so much. Like, a good example is like, I got into yo-yoing. I didn't care about yo-yoing, okay? I had no interest. I watched a YouTube video about yo-yoing. I bought a yo-yo and learned to yo-yo just because of that one YouTube video. And then it just, shit like that happens all the time. I have a Rubik's Cube now because the next thing I'm going to learn is how to properly do Rubik's Cubes like very fast. There's another thing. But like, you know.
I met a guy that does that really quickly. Like, honestly, he does this and he's done.
Oh my God. Reaper in
I
chat
do.
put, I typically watch Nikocado Avocado.
What
I
is
don't know
that?
if he's like a food eating YouTuber, but he did like huge mukbangs and he kind of mentally deteriorated over his career. It's kind of insane.
Is the really fat guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might have seen
just-
him.
I might have. Also, I'm assuming he's fat because.
Also, you know Rowan
Yeah.
from school. He solves Rubik's cubes like really quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he properly got into it.
I mean, once you work out the technique, it's quite easy.
It
I think
is,
I
yeah.
watched a YouTube video on, like, you just gotta do the same motion 3 times.
Yeah, no, it's pretty. It's not difficult. I learned the beginner method to solve a Rubik's cube, which I think my record then was solving it in a minute, which isn't terrible. I thought that was pretty good, but I didn't do it for like 2 years, and I just completely forgot the beginner method. So I'm gonna learn like a proper method to do it faster. That's my aim.
I think D-Brand has a Rubik's Cube right now.
Wait, really?
Yeah, but it's a really complex one. So it's not really complex, it's just very stupid because it's got very different patterns on the side. It's not just one color, so you gotta match the pattern.
Right. No, I see what you mean. Yeah, there's some really weird Rubik's cubes. Rowan has like a 4x4. He has like a pyramid one, and like you can get like really like 5x5s, and like they get bigger and bigger, and they get longer and longer to solve. You get to 11x11, it takes like 4 hours to solve.
I don't think I ever sold any. I had one. I played with it for half an hour.
Yeah, fair enough. What sort of hobbies do you have then nowadays? What are you up to when you're not writing comedy material and like jerking off?
That's amazing. My hand hurts right now. I'm looking.
Yeah.
So much to rest it. Wanking police came in. No. You know what? Before, like, right as the pandemic started, I sold my PS4
Ooh.
because I wanted to buy a PS4. but now you
Jesus.
can't find them anywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't have a console,
Right.
and that was my main hobby, playing video games.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I
you
remember
know,
you used to make videos about video games actually on YouTube.
I haven't played a game in such a long time. Like I've played it. Do you like a City Skyline and
I've been. Oh my god! I bought City. I didn't. Okay. For legal reasons, we'll say I bought City Skylines and legally bought and obtained all the DLCs, right? But anyway, that game was so addictive. I started building the city and it got so addictive. I looked at the time; it had been 4 hours, and I was like, "What the fuck happened to the time?" I just blinked, and all this time went.
yeah, man, for real. Like the only reason I stopped playing is because I got bored of it. Because I started using cheats at some point,
Oh
and
yeah,
when
yeah,
you got infinite money, you just get bored of it. But
yeah.
I think I spent and yeah, tens of hours on it, if not hundreds.
Right. Yeah.
And
That game's addictive.
Civilization is a good game as well.
Yeah, Civ was never for me. I did play a fair bit of it, but I didn't really like it that much. It wasn't for me. Too slow.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's a very slow game. But
Mm,
I definitely play the shitty top-down games on my laptop. I haven't got a powerful
fair, fair. Are you gonna
computer.
get yourself a console then,
I want to. Shit, I need
or a
to.
gaming PC?
Ooh, that'd be cool, but not
Hmm,
not yet.
not yet.
I think I'm just gonna waste my time. I already waste it as is. I like
Hmm.
watching movies and stuff.
Yeah,
I try to watch a movie a day.
that's really good. What's been your favorite since you started doing that?
All the Tarantino ones. I watched Pulp Fiction yesterday for the
Oh,
billionth time. The thing is,
yeah.
I'm just watching movies that I know already.
Hmm.
I'm not very experimental. I don't want to waste my time on something.
Hmm.
A recent movie that I watched was. Have you seen The Seaman? No, sorry, not The Seaman. That's.
I don't even need to make a joke. The joke is just there. You know it.
I am Seaman. Yeah, no. No, what was that Viking movie that came out a few months ago? Dude, is the ocean out? No, I can't.
I have
It's
no
like a
idea.
3 hour long movie about
Hmm.
Vikings.
Right.
That's the last new movie I watched, essentially. But everything else is old stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm kind of like that. I feel like I should experiment more with movies because I watch the same old. In fact, I'll show you. Have a look. I have my favorite films. Like I've got my posters on my wall. So there's the Dark Knight poster. You got to have that. Oh my god, this is really difficult to do actually. I've got my Wolf of Wall Street poster, my Matrix poster, my Inception posters over there that you can't see. But yeah, it's like I kind
Yeah,
of stick with the same old, same old. I should really experiment with different ones. I feel like
it's Christopher Nolan mainly then.
I love Christopher Nolan personally.
Yeah,
I absolutely adore his films. I think they're amazing.
they're really interesting. We've seen Tenet.
Yeah, I watched Tenet in cinema.
Yeah, same. So
What
good.
did you think?
I don't know. He's getting too experimental now.
Yeah, now he's getting too experimental. Inception wasn't experimental at all. And Memento wasn't experimental. It's just
No, but Inception still makes sense in a not making sense kind of way.
Mhm.
But Tenet was just
It was wild. Yeah,
it is right. Like I didn't understand what was going on till the very end. It
yeah.
just clicked at the end, and I don't know. That's the
That's
way.
such a Nolan thing to do.
It is
Um,
another thing to do, but it makes you feel like can you say the R word or no?
no.
It's not allowed.
Yeah, no ableist language on this. But I
Yeah,
know what you're gonna say. It
yeah,
does make you feel dumb. Um,
makes you feel like a fucking
yeah. I'm normally very good at guessing what's gonna happen in films, but yeah, with a Nolan film, you don't know where it's gonna go. Interstellar was like that, where it all clicked at the end. I don't know if you've seen Interstellar.
yeah.
Yeah, and it all came clicked with the bookshelf and everything. It was a circle. It was great. But yeah,
Have you seen City of Gods? That's my
I need
favorite
to
movie.
watch that. That's like a
Yes.
Mexican film, isn't it? No,
Yeah,
it is.
South
Okay,
America. It's
South American. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brazilian maybe.
I think it's Brazil.
Yeah.
I should know. I watched it like 2 days ago.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's a really good movie, man. I thought I wasn't expecting that much because it's old
Hmm.
as well.
Yeah.
But I was. It really keeps you entertained. It's just organized crime is so interesting,
It really is.
and like these characters, like you're introduced to them as kids, and then they grow into these like he becomes powerful when he's a child by shooting the main mob leader.
Right.
So you got yeah, and that's how.
Organized crime films are always wild. Have you seen The Departed?
No, which one is that?
It's
I might
with
have.
it's like I think it's Matt Damon and like Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's like
Okay.
it's an organized crime film, and he's like an undercover cop, and he goes into this, but it is insane. I'm not gonna spoil it because it's just watch it. It's
Yeah, I
insane.
will.
It's got
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg as well. It's a really good film. Amazing film, actually. It was really good.
The Departed. Wow,
Yeah.
and that's the main thing. I need to watch more documentaries so I can feel smarter.
uh, I feel
What
like
is
that's
it?
a weird thing with documentaries because you're meant to feel smarter after watching it. I think you retain like bits and pieces, but if you watch a documentary and then get asked something about it 6 months down the line, you're not gonna remember shit about that documentary.
No, you're not. And also, like, okay, so I've tried to like seem smart by mentioning stuff I've seen in documentaries, but like, what if that person has seen the same documentary? Like, they're onto you, right?
Yeah, yeah, they're onto you. I've had that happen to me as well. It's so awkward. Oh yeah. Man, I've been watching. To be honest, when I don't watch stuff typically. I'm too ADHD to do that. I have to be doing something all the time, so I tend to play video games. But when I do watch stuff, like when I had COVID, I couldn't move, so I had to just sit there and watch Netflix. I tend to watch just animated cartoons, the stoner comedies, things like South Park, and I binged Rick
Oh
and
man.
Morty.
So, by the way, I got Paramount Plus. I can share my password with you if you need it.
Oh yes, please, dude.
And it's
I got the free
purely
trial for that
for
because I just
South.
wanted to watch some South Park, but it was only like 7 days.
That's when you could have signed up as well, just for South Park. Man, yeah, it's the
Yeah,
best show ever, right? Like,
it really
especially
is.
even Rick and Morty, it's good, but South Park is my favorite all time. Yeah.
Question from chat. Gurps, who's your favorite comedian?
So, well, I'm not allowed to say Bill Cosby. No, I'm joking.
Jesus
Not
Christ.
for his stand-up.
Oh
But
Lord, he wasn't
no,
even that good of a comic though. That's the thing. Like he wasn't a good comic.
no, he's got some good solid jokes in there. I've listened
Okay.
to, but I think my top two at the moment. Well, Norm Macdonald is dead, but he was
Hmm.
my all-time favorite comic.
Right.
Keep saying all time. That's not a saying, is it?
Yeah, all-time favorite comics though. That's
Okay.
a saying.
And probably Louis C.K. as well. I'm going to watch him in October. It's gonna
Oh,
be
okay.
sick.
Is he still touring?
Yeah, he's not wanking, but he's just
I was
touring.
gonna say like his whole show is him just going up on stage, pulling his pants down, and just jerking off in front of the audience, and then
Yeah, for
leaving.
an hour.
Doesn't say a
I,
single word.
I'd be honored to see that.
Hi guys, I'm the Sea Man. Just...
Yeah, Louis
Jesus.
C.K. I need to go to the loo. I'll be back in a
No
second.
worries. I will keep the chat entertained while you're gone. All right, chat. Did I know that snakes have two peepees? I did not know that, but it makes sense. I guess the snakes have two snakes, don't they? Uh, make sure you put your questions. I'll be asking Gurps those questions. He's been doing a lot of shows trying to really build his comedy career. He's been, yeah, his stuff is quite good. You can check him out on TikTok and stuff. I'll get him to plug his socials when he gets back. I've actually really enjoyed his comics. Like his comic stuff. His just materials. All right, it's quite good. I've enjoyed watching him. So yeah. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're all having a good time. My throat is fucked because of COVID. It actually is. We have another segment as well, by the way. So make sure you stick around. We've got a whole other segment. Got some questions to ask Ups. It'll be very fun. What was his most terrible show? Oh, you have to ask that. I want to know how hard he bombed like a show. I'll definitely ask him that when he gets back. That's a great question. Because as a comic, you're inevitably gonna bomb, and that's gotta take a massive hit. The whole point of you getting on stage is that you want people to like you, right? And if they don't like you, that's gotta hurt. So yeah, I think that's a great question. I feel like I'd love to do it, but I'd have to put in the time and effort to do it, and that's what turns me off. I would need to sit down. Gurps, we have some questions from chat, so we'll be working through those. So yeah, you've gone through your favorite comedians. What was your most terrible show?
Oh yeah, I know. So I did this gig in Wembley. So
You
not
did a
the main
gig in Wembley. It was like, whoa,
not the main
my guy's
arena. It's
selling out.
just one of the venues near the.
Hmm.
But essentially, it wasn't the worst gig because of bad stand-up. But I brought a Tinder date there, and
Oh, carry on. Do tell.
then I was walking on stage and I fell down,
Ooh.
and that got the biggest laugh of the night.
Oh, that's rough, man.
But yeah, it was an old black crowd as well, which doesn't make a difference. But
Mhm.
yeah, they hated me.
Really? Was it that bad?
Initially, yeah, but by the time I got off the stage, she had gone.
That is rough. Chat, I think
Yeah.
the lesson to be learned here is don't take your Tinder date to your comedy session unless you're like insanely good at comedy.
No, that was that was 3 years ago. So
That is
really,
an F.
the thing is with stand up is you could have those bad nights. There's so many external factors as well, and also your timing and the way you deliver the joke is so important.
Yeah, it is. It
And
really
also
is.
for them to understand it. So like I like to talk about Gen Z and like technologies and that stuff I'm interested in.
Hmm.
But if I'm in front of like a boomer audience
Right.
and
That's
yeah, you have to yeah, you have to change your jokes and make sure you're all on the same level. I
yeah.
understand the premise.
Hmm. Conversely, chat is now asking what your best show was.
My best show, probably in Edinburgh, because
Hmm.
well, just now because I went through. I did so many shows that I think I'd done more shows in a week and a half than I did in the 3 years prior to that. No,
Really?
well, yeah, with the pandemic.
With pandemic, yeah, I suppose it makes sense. Why was it your best show?
Oh, just because I was prepared for every possible moment, and that's what I want to get good at now. Because I want, that's why I'm doing trigger warning as well.
Hmm.
Because I want to be able to make a joke on the spot just based on your suggestions.
Yeah.
I want to be funny regardless. Having your set is good, but it's kind of like cheating because you
Right.
know what the laughs are,
Yeah.
you know what you're gonna say, and it's all planned to the T.
Hmm.
It's a bit annoying that
That's
sometimes you think, "Oh, I know where this laugh is," and then they don't laugh at that point, and they
that's
laugh
gotta
like
feel
the
so
whole
rough.
point.
You can't predict an audience all the time, can you?
No, it changes.
You must have learned a lot about people and like how people react to different situations. If you've done 150 shows in front of people, what have you learned anything interesting from just like being on stage, responding with like audiences and stuff like that?
I
Is there
think
anything in particular that stands out?
well, just how to handle like first of all, you really get into the psychology of people because every crowd is kind of like the same. So you got the ones that want to stand out and they want to be involved in the show,
Hmm.
and it's best to avoid those most of the times. I prefer picking on a really shy person
Right.
and bringing them out of their shell. If someone's like I've had drunk people on stage before that just heckled the whole fucking night. It's
Yeah.
crazy, and it was my fault because I initially I acknowledged their presence.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how's it going? And then this guy just got on stage and started screaming because he was drunk.
Right. Did security
And
have to deal with him?
no, there was no security. It was a shitty.
It's one of them shitty clubs. So how do you deal with that, dude? That must be rough.
It's just you get to be fair, the bad gigs are better to build up experience. Like I did this
Yeah.
one gig in I think it was Solihull or Dudley. It was
Hmm.
one or the other. But they had the match playing at like as we were doing stand up. And
Right.
people were there to watch the football match. I don't give a shit about stand up.
Right.
So you have to be there on the way and trying to make
Oh,
him laugh.
that's
It's a good
yeah.
experience though. I just want to be on stage and try it.
I feel
And
like that a lot of comedians love that.
yeah. Otherwise, it's just stupid, man. Why would anyone put themselves through this? It's a dumb thing to do, man.
Well,
Especially if you got 150, 200 people in the audience
that's
trying
true.
to win them over.
Well,
But
I mean, just to interrupt you really quick. I watched a really interesting like because I watched that Frankie Boyle interview and he said something really interesting. So, Jimmy Carr is really good with people, right? You'll see him pick on the audience all the time, deal with hecklers really well and stuff like that. Frankie Boyle for the most part does the same thing, but he said that the difference is that Frankie Boyle genuinely hates people. And so Jimmy Carr was like, "Why do you do this to yourself? I love being on stage. You hate it. I don't know why you would do this." And he was just like, "Well, yeah, it pays the bills. That is good."
really,
But what
I bet he
a lot
loves
of
it.
people love, like a lot of people kind of really like that type of humor, that really just brutal hatred like version of humor. I don't know. I think that it's difficult. You enjoy it. I can tell just from watching you on stage. You really do enjoy that crowd
I'm just really
feedback.
happy to be there. Yeah, it seems kind of clingy though. Like, please accept me.
I think the whole premise of being a comedian's weird. I think just you're going up on stage and you're trying to make people like you. That's what all the comics say. That's just strange.
But I think antagonizing the audience. You touched upon that with
Hmm.
Frank Boyle. I think look, Stuart Lee does that to an extent,
Yeah.
right? And when I started out, when I was like 19, one of my jokes was, "I'm nine." It's not really a joke, but I would just, as a throwaway line, I'd say, "I'm 19 years old, so fuck you guys."
Right.
I enjoy that. Do you know what? There's some fun in being on that edge, I guess, with the audience. So I used to do this bit called Cancer, AIDS, and Pedophiles, and
Okay,
every time I
wow.
did that, that would really divide the crowd.
That sounds like something that would, yeah.
Yeah, but I enjoy doing that. It's fun to divide the crowd, especially if you win them back over afterwards.
Hmm.
That is one of the best feelings, by the way. If you have a gig that's going badly, like the first few minutes are not great,
Hmm.
but then you win the crowd back, is
Right.
mission
Yeah, so
accomplished.
yeah, that's an achievement right there. You've gone through hell. So I think while we wait for chat to ask some more questions, I think we'll move on to our second segment out of three. So
Did we miss some questions that we missed, by the way?
pardon?
Did we miss some questions?
No, no,
From
no. Well, we have one question, but that just came in. Well, I'll ask that since it's asked now. Have you ever been disrespected when you've been doing a show? And I imagine the answer is yes.
how would you imagine that?
Well, you just told me
Well,
you were in a crowd where you bombed
mhm,
and it was like
yeah.
wasn't great. But yeah, have you ever been
Well, no,
disrespected though?
it depends in what way. I've never felt as if I've been like dissed. Maybe on
Yeah.
the roast battle,
Hmm.
but that was by another comedian. Uh, Nah, not dissed in that way. Like I've had
Right.
some awkward moments after stage. So when I was doing that cancer AIDS and pedophiles bit, I did it once, and this guy approached me after saying that his mom had cancer,
Oof.
and I was
Oof.
waiting for my taxi to get home, and
Oof.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
annoying. And it just
How do you
clearly
even respond to that?
like it's just a joke, man. And
Yeah.
also enjoyed the other stuff. It was like the other stuff was funny, but it's just that one bit. And yeah, I did that same bit at this other comedy club in London, at the bar CYMK, and that's essentially it's a gay bar, so it's like a gay
Right.
comedy club. I just went there as an ally to support them, and
Hmm.
I thought, okay, let's do that bit again, but expand upon each bit. So I did that. Okay, cancer AIDS and pedophiles, and they were offended by the AIDS part. Like this
Make
blue-haired
yeah.
lesbian after the show, so like, you shouldn't joke about that.
Hmm.
But there's fucking AIDS and sorry, there's cancer and pedophiles also. I feel like that's
Yeah.
way worse. But yeah, people
I,
pick what be
well,
offended by.
exactly, right? I guess everyone has a different experience, so some people are going to get offended by very specific stuff. But if you're going to a comedy club, you have to, or going to a comedy gig, you have to expect that you're going to hear something that you're probably not going to like, or you might hear that sort of thing. You have to be prepared for that, surely.
With most clubs, yeah. But
Mm,
to be fair, most of them make you sign stuff now. You can't do it
right. Okay.
together, which is fine.
Hmm. That's fair enough. So touching on that, then, have you been censored before? Is there anything that like you've had in a like show or with your material that they said you couldn't say or talk about?
No, the only time I felt like I was censored was so I did this. To be fair, it never got any views, so it doesn't matter. But there's a magazine in Bristol called Rife magazine, and they invited me to do like a mini special for the internet.
Hmm.
So I did a 10-minute set for them. They only published 5 minutes, and I felt like it was the worst 5 minutes because that
Right.
was during my peak edginess. Because that edginess has gone down now. I
Hmm.
think I'm more, yeah, I'm not as edgy as I was 2 years ago because
Hmm.
I thought it was so cool, so I was trying to do it on purpose.
Yeah.
But yeah, they cut down like 5 minutes worth of material. The ones like that got the most laughs as well. It was annoying. But
Yeah.
I've never been censored on stage. Not yet.
Okay.
I need it though because it's good promotion.
Oh, fair enough. Right, let's move on to our second segment. I think you'll enjoy this. I'll share my screen again. So let me bring that up real quick. Ooh, getting back into streaming after COVID was rough. I'm not gonna lie to you because talking so much. I talk like loads when I'm streaming. Um, it's really difficult with my throat. I actually lost my voice during COVID. Do you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen now.
Okay, perfect. So I don't know if you've seen these floating around. So my background is in AI, so I really like this. But so there've been a lot of AI generated 4chan green texts floating around. So do you know what a 4chan green text is?
No, what is it?
Basically, a story written in this way where it's just arrows and they just tell a story one line. Like this is how just a person will tell a story. It's just this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. And there's a whole like it's called green text on 4chan, and there's just lots of different stories there. And some of them are funny, some of them are fake, some of them are real, whatever. But this so. Uh, OpenAI created what's called GPT, which is a text AI. You put in text and it will try and complete the text. And it was trained on basically the entire internet. It was trained on like everything. So one of the things that people figured out it could do was make green text stories. And so that's what they've been doing. And so these AI generated green texts have been amazing. So what you see highlighted in green is what the AI generated, and what isn't highlighted in green is what the person wrote. So the person started with this "be me cowboy," right, as the starting input for the AI, and the AI completed the rest. And this is what it came up with. It said, "Be me cowboy, riding into town. Sheriff sees me, says halt. I say, what for? Sheriff says, you're under arrest for being too darn handsome. I say, well, I reckon that's a mighty fine reason. Sheriff blushes, takes me to jail." So it's like, it's a pretty funny joke. Because obviously it subverts your expectations. It's a pretty funny joke, I thought.
It is quite funny, but if had they continued, that would have been X-rated.
Yeah, probably. But the fact that an AI generated this joke was pretty interesting. So I thought
the AI play Red Dead Redemption for a while.
It must have, right? It must have been wandering around with its horse. But yeah, so I actually have access, being a person with AI like ties, I actually have access to this. So I thought what could be really fun would be to give it some inputs and see what it comes out with.
Okay.
What do you
Sure.
think? You want to try it?
Let's hope comedian.
Alright, so I'm going to tell it to write a 4chan green text. Chat, if you want to give it some inputs as well, please do let me know. So how do you want to start it? I'll let you be the because you're the comedian.
Let's see. Let's do a comedian that can't stop coughing.
A comedian that can't stop. So be me, comedian can't stop coughing. So like this, yeah? And we'll see what it comes up with.
All right.
I have no idea what this is going to write, by the way. That's actually really funny. I can't lie. So like that, I don't know. That I think that's pretty good. I think it's did a pretty good job with that.
He finally clears his throat. That's my favorite line there. And then
So that's a pretty funny joke. I think it did a pretty good job. What would you rate that out of 10 as a sort of green text there?
Let's do it 7.
As a 7. All right. Okay.
All right. Phoebe, let's do a Chinese slave working in an iPhone factory.
Jesus Christ. I have no idea where this is gonna go.
Jump off the roof. No.
Oh, is that it, or do you want to give him more? Oh my god, my throat. Yep.
If you add unhappy before the Chinese part, maybe. No. Okay. Let's just stick with that. Let's just stick
Okay,
with that.
let's see what this does with this.
I want to see what the AI thinks. You're doing a great job. Here's a bonus. Yeah, like that's never gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new iPhone. I'm so happy I can't even speak. I take it home and show my family.
So this is something that happens with it. Sometimes it'll get tripped up and it'll repeat stuff. It's not perfect, but sometimes you need to give it a couple of goes, so we can regenerate it and try again.
So you see, I don't like.
What the fuck is this punchline? I'm sorry, I just gave that a quick read through. That is an awful punchline.
Because you're Chinese. So they're being fired for being Chinese.
In a Chinese slave like factory. That's still pretty funny, I think.
But can slaves be fired?
I guess they can only be released or killed. So, you know, there's some dark undertones.
Freed, I guess. Yeah.
What do you think of using something like this to help you write comedy material?
I think the comedy's in talking about it, but yeah, I reckon it could work.
You could maybe bounce ideas off. Should we try it?
Let's try another one.
Okay, you want to try another green text?
Can you do other stuff as well?
Yeah, it can do anything. It can solve maths equations. It can like it can create code for you. It can do anything you ask it. So that's why it's quite cool.
Okay, hang on. Be me.
Okay.
Vladimir Putin.
Oh my god.
Thinking about whether he should invade another.
Thinking about invading another country?
The UK.
Should we just Oh God, who knows where this is gonna go?
He gets a call from Donald Trump. Hey Vlad, what's up? Not much, just thinking about invading UK. Trump, yeah, I was thinking about doing that too, but I don't want to get bogged down in another quagmire like Iraq. That's actually
Was pretty good.
uh he's not the fucking president anymore, but sure that works. Could you imagine Putin would be talking to Trump still?
Bro, I think they're doing more than just talking.
Get together, shitting on hookers.
I want to give this another go because I feel like it can actually produce a punchline. I hope it can produce a punchline. The model prediction completes with stars. Sometimes it does this.
Yeah, I think his advisors are right. Do it anyway. UK is now part of the Russian Federation. People in the UK are not happy about it.
I don't
I don't care.
Let's continue it. I want to see if I can continue it with something funny. I'm trying to get a political joke out of this. Nah, I can't. But that's pretty interesting.
Change from the UK to thinking about Zelensky. No. Okay, thinking romantically about Zelensky. No, I don't.
Trump?
Let's do horses. No. He likes
Horses.
right?
He does like horses. Wait, no, wasn't it wasn't it the dude from not Belarus, the other country, Turkmenistan, right? He was the horse guy. Gurban what's his name? Berdy Muhammadov? He was like really into horses, like he's a dictator and he's like badly into horses. Ooh, we lost you. Alright, chat, while he's having some technical difficulties.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, he's back. Nice. You okay?
Yeah, all good.
So, chat says it should be bears.
All right, let's see this.
I have no idea where this is gonna go.
Rom-com between Vladimir Putin and a bear. I can help but thinking. I can't help it.
What the fuck?
It's just their big, burly bodies and furry coat. It's in the way they move with grace and power. So much detail.
Yeah, this is
I'm stuck here with the Kremlin, with only my human companions. But I'll never forget the bears.
It's kind of wild how coherent the output is, though, right? Like it's able to stick to a subject. I think what will be interesting will be if you ask it to tell a joke about a specific topic. So I can say, tell me a joke about literally any topic in the world, and it will try and make a joke about it. So go wild, and we'll see what it can do. Chat, you as well. I want to see everyone get involved with this.
Okay. Ukrainian refugee children.
This is. You said you weren't edgy anymore?
It might be a positive joke, you know. Why did the Ukraine?
Okay, that's actually pretty funny, but like it's only funny because it's like not funny. That's great actually.
But it actually makes sense because that's what a refugee would be doing.
I suppose that's not bad. I wonder if so this makes it more random. I can turn up the randomness of the response, so I don't know if that will help it.
Temperature. Wait, does that like make it a hot joke?
Yeah. So maybe if I it's
Okay, let's change that. I think this is not good anyway.
Yeah.
So should I dial it up or dial it down?
Whatever you want.
On that baseline. Joke about weed.
Okay, well, let's I'm curious to see what it comes.
How is that about?
Why is everything about
It's just one variation of crossing the road.
Maybe that's the only joke you can tell. But to be honest, it all depends on how you like format the question. I'm just trying to figure out how to not get it to make a crossing the road joke.
Tell me a weed joke. See that.
Something like this maybe might. It still tries to.
I think it's because the about. Just tell me a weed joke. Just a weed joke.
Yeah. Tell me a weed joke. Maybe if I start it off with like a word.
Okay. Once I was like weed and I couldn't find my weed.
We've all been there.
I've actually, yeah.
That's pretty funny. But
That's
I feel
not just
like
one time. That's every time I smoke weed
right.
and then can't find it.
That's pretty funny. Chat, calm down. Why do we need so many jokes? Chat's like, oh, make a joke about the invasion of Ukraine. Like, calm down with the Ukraine. Like, Jesus, you've set them up. You've set them off there, Gurps. So for a final segment,
for the Ukraine invasion,
what?
a lot of responsibility to be held.
Pardon?
Nah, nothing. I was trying to.
So for a final segment, I thought I could use this to generate a random word for you. So generate a random word, and you can maybe do a bit about that word. It will really test your improv skills. I'm putting you on the spot here. Is that okay?
Fuck.
This isn't easy to do. And chat, I want you to know that improv is not easy to do at all. Do you want to give it a go?
Yeah, let's do it. It
Okay,
better be
so-
something funny though.
So your word is tangerine.
Fuck. What rhymes with orange? Tangerine. No. Isn't that like a shit song?
It's like tangerine's just a small orange, yeah.
Yeah, it's not really. I like a song called Tangerine. I mean, there's no joke in there. There's.
You have to be really creative with how you come up with a joke about tangerine.
I mean, when life gives you tangerines, you can't fucking think of jokes.
I think perhaps you could play on the fact that it is a smaller orange, and you could be like, "Oh, imagine being a tangerine. You're just a fucking smaller orange." Ha 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 ha. I don't know. You're the comedian here. You can figure something out. There's a joke there.
No, I think that's disparaging against the small versus the big.
It likes its food, potato. There's more you could do with a potato.
What is that like? Most foods ever, right? Potato in the UK anyway.
Oh my god, yeah. UK food is literally all just potatoes.
The potato famine.
The potato famine. There's got to be good material there.
Potato famine and the Black Death is a good source of comedy.
Thousands of people died. I mean, it's perfect for comedy, right?
I mean, what's not funny about death?
God. Yeah, that's true. Absolutely.
Just like on stage. So, I mean, the words it's generating are too random. Let's do it again.
Okay, how about this? Random phrase instead. I'm sorry for what I said. I was really tired.
Oh, have you ever sent like fucking drunk, tired message? Well, that's different from me, drunk.
What's the worst like drunk message you've ever sent?
Wait, what's the difference between asking it to generate a random phrase and just asking it to generate a phrase?
I don't think there is a difference. It will just generate a random phrase, won't it? Well, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed is your phrase.
I'm going to bed.
The fact that I put it twice is quite funny. You could be like, when you want to go to bed but you have Alzheimer's, or something like that. Well, there you go. I'm going to bed. There's your phrase. How would you make material around something like that? I'm genuinely curious.
That's the excuse I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna use to get out of this fucking live stream.
Fair enough.
It's I do have like a similar process. I do have like a little folder there with like lots of little topics in there, and I do try to sometimes just to test my comedy ability. It hasn't worked today though.
Yeah.
Thank you for backing me up on that.
Yeah, and that's. I mean, it's not easy, bro. I don't know how comedians do improv stuff. Like, it's just insanely difficult.
And that's why you're gonna check us out live on the 22nd of September.
22nd of September, chat. You got to be there. It's gonna be amazing. I at least I've been told.
Let's generate another random phrase.
Sure. Let's see. In a world of hurt, I find my strength in you, which is an interesting. It's a very nice phrase, yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
I know you can't attend Reaper. You're not from the UK. Do you ever have plans of touring in Sweden?
in Sweden, oh man, I would love to. Nordic countries. Like I've done Germany. I went to Berlin in
That's
March,
awesome.
in May actually. Yeah,
Hmm.
it was really cool. And yeah, they could speak English, so that was helpful.
Yeah,
I could,
they can in
it's
Nordic countries as well. So
yeah, so it's Sweden. I think I know a few comics from there that I met on the UK circuit.
right,
It's a possibility. I'm thinking of going to Amsterdam. I would love to do
right.
that. A few clubs
Hmm.
there. So he's one of your viewers from Sweden. Where are you
Yeah, he
from?
is. He is. He is Belgian, but he lives in Sweden.
No,
So yeah,
that's one of the great things of being European, right? It's
I
the
won't
US.
have that anymore because fucking we decided to leave.
You
Do you do any
have
political humor?
politics. It's do you know what? I don't even know what my politics are. I guess it'd
Yeah.
be mostly left wing, right? But in a centrist kind of way.
Hmm. Do you tend to avoid it, or do you just not do politics about it because you don't care that much about
I mean,
that sort of
when I
thing?
do politics, it's just saying the wrong thing on purpose in a sarcastic, ironic kind of way.
Right.
So it's not to be taken by heart.
Hmm.
Any political statement I make is just for the fuckery of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. In a
But
world of hurt, I find my strength in you.
that's my message to Putin.
I was actually Putin came to my mind as well. I was thinking that Putin. This is probably what Putin says to Trump,
I think
especially
Trump.
nowadays.
You were saying asking about political jokes. Don't you think that it's been overdone way so much? Every fucking channel you turn on, they're still talking about it.
About what?
Trump, and it's been over for like 5 years now.
Yeah, but he did kind of smuggle classified documents out of the government, out of the White House, didn't he? It's recently.
But wouldn't
So
you do that? I would do that. I'd smuggle them.
he smuggled over 300 documents, bro. So that's pretty insane. But yeah, I feel like he was in the news a lot, a lot. Just everyone talked about him. So yeah, that's true.
Like yeah, he became like its own little. It's like beyond news. He's
Mm.
yeah, so talked about. Is he like the aside from cats? He might be the number one talked about thing on the internet.
Maybe. I think. Well, when he got banned from Twitter, that was a massive like. It was nice not to hear about him for a while. So it was kind of a bit of a blackout. 'Cause everyone was just talking about what he would tweet, and the fact that his main way of messaging was gone was amazing.
But then he built his own social network.
Did anyone
That's
actually use that?
just him. A bunch of
Um, just him and a bunch of bot accounts.
I don't mind bots.
You don't mind bots. Why is that?
It's I get more replies from bots, even on Tinder. It's just
Oh
some
yeah, true.
crypto
Well,
scam. And I
at
sell
least
you
you're getting some attention.
yeah, exactly. And that's why I love bots. They make me feel wanted. No, you gotta love AI, man. It's gonna be your. Okay, let's do AI. Ha ha
Artificial
ha.
intelligence is the future. Go.
That's
Go.
like completely non-biased opinion by this artificial intelligence.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose. Really tooting its own horn there.
Norm Macdonald's such a good bit on the like like every generation of people gets told that you're the future, but then it actually comes time and they're like, "Nah, it's not you. It's this other generation."
Yeah.
Uh,
That's pretty funny.
it's all about the present, not the future.
Hmm.
Generate a phrase about the AI takeover.
The
I want to see
AI
what it says about
takeover.
that.
Oh, you
Let's get
really want
some
to go there?
insider info. I mean, it's bound to happen, right?
Surely. Nah, it's not gonna happen. But I mean, oh, that's
There
ominous.
you go.
I mean, it thinks it's coming.
What GTP is this, by the way?
This
Is
is
3 or
Yeah. So
2?
this is GPT-3, but it's fine tuned GPT-3. It's called DaVinci.
Okay.
So it makes it even better, essentially. They
Don't
say its strengths are complex intent, cause and effect, creative generation, and search summarization for audiences. That's the things it's best at.
Wow. So you can use this to change the outcomes of political events and stuff.
You can use this to do crazy shit.
Fuck, I
Do you
got
want to see
busy.
even? So do you want to see something even crazier?
Sure.
So I have access to DALI 2 as well. I don't know if you've seen DALI 2.
No.
I'm just gonna. I don't want people seeing my details, so I'm just gonna do this before I log in. But yeah, so DALL-E 2 is a text to image software. And so what it does is you give it a sentence and it will create an image based on that sentence.
Okay.
It's insanely good. So, for example, this person said a 3D render of a cute tropical fish in an aquarium on a dark blue background, digital art, and it produced this image, which is absolutely insane. So it's able to do crazy stuff. So go ahead. I'll give you.
Okay.
This does cost me credits. I think they refresh 15 for free a day. So just go ham. But we have a
Is that
limited number of
one for every
generations.
picture?
Yeah.
I want the classic Van Gogh style.
Okay. So okay, Van Gogh style. I can literally say in the style of, and it will do it. Okay. What's the image you want?
A self-portrait of. Should we stick with political and go with Putin again?
I don't think you're allowed to. So in the TOS, it says you're not allowed to do actual people for obvious reasons.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So
Do
yeah.
generic Russian, a self-portrait of a generic Russian leader in the style of Van Gogh.
Like so this. A self-portrait of a generic Russian leader in the style of Van Gogh. Is that what you want?
Let's do it.
All right, let's see what it comes up with. So it generates 4 images.
What the fuck is that?
This is a sea otter with a pearl earring.
Okay, no, I thought that was the result for a second.
No, that is not. That is not a Russian leader. all the Russians are.
It's like in South Park. Okay.
You said the Van Gogh style, so it's given you exactly a Van Gogh style, which is quite
I'm
cool.
impressed by that.
Pardon?
I'm quite impressed by that, actually.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I mean, we have so many. Like, one of them looks like Berlusconi. Then you got fucking Corbyn on the right. And then some Louis C.K.
Yeah.
And I can't put a face to the girl there.
Mm-hmm.
He's just famous ginger, blue hair, no, blue-eyed.
I'm trying to think of someone that looks like this person as well. I can't really think of any. But if we're sticking with leaders, it's Margaret Thatcher now. So, but yeah, how sick is that?
That's quite cool. Let's do another one.
Okay.
Let's do a. Oh, I can't think of anything. Let's do some modern art. Oh yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
A painting of the past in like a modern art style.
That's a really interesting prompt, and I'm curious to see what it comes up with. You happy with that?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's have a look. This will be really interesting to see what it comes up with.
The sea otter reminds me of that South Park episode.
Oh my god, yeah. So this is what it says for a painting of the past in a modern art style. So our first one is this piece, which is really weird. Modern art's really weird, so like,
Yeah, I'd forgotten that modern art had gotten worse. What I meant was some really clean and futuristic designs.
Okay.
Past.
We can do that, but this is, so...
I like that, the one before that. Oh, even that's pretty cool.
It is, isn't it? This looks like something you would see in an art gallery, right?
It's the clocks that sell it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're never late in that town. This looks like... Oh my gosh, that's like The Exorcist. What are they wearing those hats and those weird tunics for?
No idea.
Is that meant to be like a gigantic name tag that's like half the size of their chest?
This is a fantastic album cover.
The creepy trio.
I think, so what you were going for was like, you wanted a modern take on what the past would look like, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we could do a cyberpunk industrial revolution if you wanted to. How about that?
Yeah, that's it.
Through an industrial revolution. So one of the things that a lot of people do is that they add like little things like digital art, 3D render, photorealistic. They add tags to really help it because it was
Okay.
trained on the entire internet as well. And so it's trained on these tagged images. So what it can do, the way it's able to make like a Van Gogh style is that it has all the Van Gogh style. It knows what Van Gogh looks like, and because you put the tag Van Gogh, it can do that. So, what sort of tags do you want to like sort of put onto that?
Hashtag Pepe.
Pepe, what?
Imagine that. That would be so random. Like, yeah, Pepe thrown in there. Oh no.
Do you want to do that?
Well, Pepe in Cyberpunk. I don't know. It's up to you.
I
You
think
don't have to.
maybe. Do you want it photorealistic?
Yeah, let's do photorealism.
We can say photorealistic. We can say. Do you want a 3D render or no? Or would you rather it be like a photo still? Like how do you want it to be?
Well, I think photorealistic implies a 3D render.
Okay.
Otherwise, you would write photo. Or no?
Okay. Yeah, I suppose.
Does it actually make 3D objects or just the image?
No, it makes the image, but obviously you can put that image
Cool.
through software that can make 3D models, which is kind of cool. You can even put like Blender render, and it will do something that looks like a Blender render, which is kind of sick.
So I reckon. So photorealism. What else can we add on there? Neon. That's just like a bunch of
You
neon
have
lights.
to. You have to do that. Is that good? Do you want to add more?
I reckon. Yeah, let's render it.
Yeah, let's see it. This is a stern-looking owl dressed as a librarian digital art.
Mhm.
That's amazing, actually. That looks incredible.
That owl must be very wise.
Yo.
Yeah, those look sick, man.
So this is the
that's
first one.
generated just for you now, right?
Yep.
On this phone.
Yep. It took
That's-
15 seconds to make that. And make 4 of these images.
Dude, can you download that and send it to me?
The image.
I'll use it for the poster of my fucking gig. 'Cause that
Sure.
looks super sick.
Sure. Yeah. You're allowed to
Yeah.
use this for commercial purposes as well, so yeah.
Hang on, can you generate like a logo? No, it's not gonna do that.
Yeah, you can, and I have tried it. The issue is, right, so this AI is really bad when it comes to words. So it can make pictures amazingly, but it can't do words. It really sucks when it comes to words. So
Okay.
yeah, it really struggles.
That first one looks really sick. Even the second one.
Which one do you want?
I reckon first one is clear winner for now.
I'll download it.
Hey, try writing trigger warning and that's it. Just that on the thing.
We can try it. Text that says trigger warning. This is gonna struggle though, so expect it to jumble up the letters a bit.
Okay.
Sometimes it gets it right, but normally it just jumbles up the letters. A macro 35mm photo of 2 mice in Hawaii. They're each wearing tiny swimsuits and are carrying tiny surfboards.
Mhm.
Tip, ask for 3D renders. Do you see what I mean? Like, it tries to put in, like, trigger warning, but it really struggles with spelling it, and it jumbles up the letters.
Why is that, you think?
So there's a lot of reasons for it, right? It's like when training this absolutely mahoosive AI, because this was trained on billions of pictures, right?
It's like a gigantic neural network, right?
It is, yeah. What it tries to learn are features of an image. So let's say we give it loads of Van Gogh photos. What it can do is it learns what makes a Van Gogh photo a Van Gogh photo. It doesn't necessarily learn what a Van Gogh photo is like a human would. It learns using it like statistics, basically. So what's most likely to look like something that's a Van Gogh photo. And so that's essentially what it's doing here. It knows what letters look like, but only statistically. So it knows what letters would kind of look like, but it won't know exactly what a human would know to be a letter. That's the most basic way I can explain it.
Okay. That makes sense.
That's why. So yeah. So that's why it gets close, but it doesn't quite get there with letters. But yeah, no, it's pretty insane. The stuff that this thing can do is
creative and original that's never been done before. So, well, going with animals is
Okay.
it's funny because I said I'm gonna do something creative never done before, and then I went to animals.
Animals. What animal?
What animal?
Maybe we can create our own cartoon character.
Okay.
That's an animal. What cartoon style would you like? Because you can pick any cartoon you like.
This is like Rick and Morty style.
Okay. What animal?
A dog meets an alien.
So if you put like Rick and Morty still, what it will do is it will try and make it in like it's a shot from a Rick and Morty episode.
Okay. I think
Yeah,
that might be an episode actually.
a dog meets an alien. I'm trying to think because I binged all of it. Yeah, they had like the dog going rogue with technology and like
Yeah, when they become really smart.
where
Yeah.
are my balls, Summer?
Yeah.
I have no idea what this is producing. So like that's pretty insane. I think it's interesting because it looks okay. I don't know why this one's like not coming up. Weird, but these are very abstract. I thought they'd be more like yeah. My credits refill on the 31st of August, so go ham. Oh, this one, okay. Yeah, I thought
So
we'd get more coherent.
once a month.
Hmm?
You get
Yeah.
credits once a month or once a week.
Once a month for free, and then you can buy more.
Okay, okay.
But I don't mind because I'm not using this for anything commercial. I have a different AI that I use for commercial stuff. But like, yeah, this is it's kind of wild. I don't know how to make it. I'm trying to think about how I can make this more coherent. This one's really cool though because you can. It's got the idea. There's a dog. There's an alien. There's Rick. But it's like just making it look like it's more coherent.
So I'm gonna a glass cartoon. Sorry, a cartoon glass of water that's been killed by a cartoon Coca-Cola.
Wow, that's amazing. I love that. A cartoon glass of water that has been killed by a cartoon Coca-Cola. I'm not sure how I'm going to spell Coca. Oh, I guess there you go. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's actually such a cool idea, and I kind of want to see where they'll. You're making a political statement with this one.
Exactly. It's all about, globalization. And
Yeah.
who needs water when you got Coca-Cola?
That's cool. Teddy bear shopping for groceries, but it's a one-line drawing, and it's drawn like it's a one-line drawing.
That's amazing. What's that little sketcher pad that you have with the two tiles? Okay.
It doesn't get the color of Coca-Cola. Interestingly, that's called a Etch-a-Sketch, isn't it?
Etch-a-Sketch. There you go. That's the one thing I never mastered. It's incredibly difficult, right? That's a one-line drawing type thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't like any of these.
Yeah, these are kind of. I don't know why it's struggling so hard. Maybe it's because maybe it's Coca-Cola is tripping it up. Maybe if we just do cola,
Or like a fizzy drink, maybe.
a cartoon glass of cola. I want to try this. I feel like this will give better results. But yeah, AI is wild, man. It really is crazy. How far it's come in the last 5 years is absurd. When I was doing my masters, this is better. It's giving it legs. That's so weird. I love that. But it's trying. It's getting close as well, though. This is pretty close to what we're looking for. It's just not quite there.
No, I was just expecting like a gun and blood stains and stuff. But okay.
Bit of blood on this one, but it's on the wrong person. Hmm?
Fuck the political statement. Let's do.
But yeah, when I was doing my masters, when I was writing my dissertation for my masters, I was referencing papers that came out that year. That's how fast things are moving. Like,
So that was 2 years ago.
yeah. So I did it in 2020, and I was referencing papers that came out in 2020, which is just that's how fast like things are going with AI research. There's just a new paper, a new paper, a new paper that just keeps pushing the boundaries more and more. Shit's wild, yo.
Oh, man, I got a continuous cough now.
Good luck. I think you have COVID, my dude. Maybe I gave it you over Discord.
Fuck. Wrong day to join this chat. But no, it's alright. I got tested, it was negative.
Okay, good. If your test came back negative, then you're probably okay.
I think it's just too much weed.
Maybe.
It was good shit though.
Was it good shit? I can't smoke weed anymore, man. It makes me paranoid.
That's why it's good.
Nah, I can't do that. I used to a lot more.
I smoked before a gig once.
Mhm.
No, not great. Oh,
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound good. Your comedy, how was that? I'm curious now.
How was my stand-up?
Yeah, when after smoking weed.
Oh man, I was super paranoid, and then
Mm.
you got like a whole group of people just watching.
Yeah, that's.
Why are all these people looking at me? And but yeah, I pushed through it in the end.
Nice. That's pretty good. They have a surprise me button, by the way.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
let's get surprised.
A cat submarine chimera digital art. We can try a different one. 3D render of a cute tropical fish in an aquarium of dark. This was the one that we saw. I think it's giving us like random ones that we've seen. Teddy bears going shopping for groceries in Japan. Ukiyo-e.
Okay, I think I can think of a Japan-related teddy
Okay.
bear thing.
Where do you want to go for that?
I reckon. I don't know if you're gonna get banned for this though. But what about a teddy bear in Japan that's hung himself?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that on stream.
Come on, it's the cutest thing ever.
I again with the political statements. You're getting very political today.
This is just an observation about a country. They got a cute teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
But
no,
we,
that's not...
this is a hand palm with a tree growing on top of it. Stuff like that. Some of these are really cool. Look at this. A comic book cover of superhero wearing headphones. Yeah.
You know what? The hand palm is good, but instead of making it environmental, let's just have a bunch of smog and just smoke and factories. I don't know.
I accidentally generated that. Whoops.
Polar opposite.
Yeah, we can do that. After this one generates. So this is the positive one, with trees going out of people's hands, with
Hand palm with
factories producing smog. Or what do you want?
I don't know. Is it bad environmentalism? No. I guess yeah, just a factory with smog and bad environment.
Bad pollution. Let's try this. It's wild that it produces those images in like 15 seconds though. That blows my mind. Yo.
Oh, that's good.
This one's kind of interesting. It produces this. The picture of this hand is insane. Like, it's very close to a picture. This one looks like a picture.
Yeah. Let's start a new environmental movement. I don't think it's gonna...
Yeah. What are you calling this movement?
This is the fuck the environmentalists movement. No. No, environmentalism is good. Wait, what's the next one going to be? Okay, I was trying to... I had an idea, but it just escaped me.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
It's surprisingly good at doing Shiba Inus. I don't know why.
Shiba is the right crypto to invest in.
Oh my god. Don't be shilling crypto on my stream.
That's the only one I have.
This one's amazing. The synthwave style sunset.
Yeah, all the synth waves are like 80s style is cool.
Yeah. You ever play Hotline Miami?
Yeah.
I love that game. A lot of animal stuff here, actually. Surprising amount of animal stuff.
Monkey in space.
Who's this? Oh, it's just an American football player. Yeah, this one's insane.
Oh, that's really cool. That's when you play basketball, but you also take acid.
Yeah. No, I love this. But yeah,
Oh,
AI is doing crazy
I know.
stuff.
Snoop Dogg saying no to weed. Snoop
Uh,
Dogg refusing marijuana.
See, I would
It
do that, but
was
again, I
Snoop
don't
Dogg.
think in the TOS I am allowed to do that because you're not allowed to do real people, which is
Oh,
annoying because I would love to do that, but I don't think I can. What I can do is, do I have? Yeah, give me 1 second. We can do this. We can do this. Hold on. I'm gonna open up my. You're gonna have a sneak peek at my Discord. Hold on. So I'm part of Stability. So Stable Diffusion is a different AI that does the same thing. You give it text and it will give you a image.
how much AI stuff do you have on that computer?
Way too much. Bear in mind I did my masters in it. It's something that I experiment with on the regular. Oh, do I not have access to this anymore? No. I used to have access to this, but yeah, you could generate images, and I don't know why I can't anymore. I think.
Have you got deepfake stuff?
Uh, I did experiment with deepfake stuff like ages ago. I don't have that anymore on my computer.
Let's
Um,
start an OnlyFans for a celebrity.
oh my god, that's
Well,
dark.
what was dark about that? No,
Ultimate catfishing.
it's- man, yeah, that's cat the next level.
Mm-hmm. I thought that I'd be able to use this, but apparently not. I think
By the way, I keep turning my camera and my audio off because when you do radio, they have a cough button.
Oh really?
I feel like I should be just pressing that non-stop.
Yeah, I've got like a shortcut. So if I ever need to like mute really quickly, I just press Alt M and it mutes both my stream and my Discord. So I do this,
And
and now I'm
then,
back. So it's perfect for me.
does that work with your video as well, or just audio?
I don't. You can have a you can set up a shortcut to turn off your video, but I haven't done that.
Okay, okay. Is
Uh,
that
I
was there a Twitch streamer just a few days, like I think yesterday, that got banned for like she had sex on live stream by accident.
really
Like she accidentally live streamed it and she got banned for it.
that's rough. You got to be
Yeah,
so careful. I saw a video. This just made me cry of like laughter. This dude, he was streaming, right? Forgot to turn off his stream. Thinks it's off, but it's still recording him. It's still like streaming him. It basically he goes to his bed, puts some porn on his phone, and starts jerking off. Right? It finishes, then goes back to his computer and just starts playing Overwatch again, like nothing happened. It was incredible.
oh,
Um. So
yeah.
yeah.
That's how we do it normally, but we just have the video off.
Exactly. Yeah. Um, yeah, Twitch is wild, but yeah, you got to be really careful. But yeah, that's all the segments I have for you. Oh my lord. Yeah, I've been coughing like crazy as well. Um, yeah, is if you want to shill now.
Always that plug, just like
Plug everything.
dude, I feel bad promoting stuff.
Why?
3 times already. It's a lie.
What's your give your socials? Like, what are your socials? I'll put the links in the chat.
So, do you know what's funny? I literally just registered a new domain, which is Gurps.live.
Yeah.
Before that, it was Gurpscheema.com, but no one visited it, and I think it's because they just can't be arsed to write
Yep.
cheap. But if you go on Gurps.live, that's, yeah.
All your stuff
Acronym
is there.
generic, universal,
Right.
all playing system.
Yo, your website's cool. I'm actually gonna put this on the screen, for everyone to see, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, go for it. And if you go on Dash Triggered, uh, that's the one for the event.
So yeah, this is Gurps.live.
Not
You
every
can
week
check out
anymore.
all
I
of his
could
stuff.
every week like 2 years ago, and then
Hmm.
I stopped 3 weeks later. But I'm glad that's still on there. But anyways, that's the trigger warning game show. If you click on the ticket thing, it will show you. It will take you to.
Eventbrite, right?
Right, that's right. So yeah, so
Nice.
I'm
Guys,
advertising.
make sure you buy your tickets for the Trigger Warning game show. It helps a lot.
Exactly, especially even if you don't go, it's just a fiver.
Hmm.
And actually, we do want people to go if you buy the
I
tickets.
mean,
So
yeah.
be local.
What's your
Come.
comedy CV?
Oh no, that's just for clubs. It's an old one. I literally reposted this website 2 weeks ago, but I hadn't updated it in a long time.
Right, fair. Oh, that's pretty cool. Um, Jason Manford's Comedian of the Year competition.
I didn't win.
You
I just
entered. That's
noticed.
cool. Finalist in Comedy Store competition in Manchester. I didn't realize there were a lot of like comedy competitions.
There's so many, and they're so tough as well. So
Okay.
comedy competitions, I reckon. To be fair, the gig that I'm hosting, that's going to be a lot tougher because you have to write material on the spot. But the one in Manchester, so they have 20 or 30 comedians going on. You get 2 minutes guaranteed. If the audience likes you, you get an extra minute after that.
Right.
And then if they like you again, you get an extra all the way to 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but most of the people get just booted off two
That's
minutes.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a brutal. They have to beat the frog as well up north. I'm in London.
Right. Well, I think props on entering those because they are gonna. That sounds really brutal. And getting to a final as well. That's pretty good. Young Comedian of the Year comedy special for Rife Mag. Rife.
That's the one where they edited out like half the special. 10 minute bit anyway.
Yeah.
They posted a 5 minute clip, and it's not even the best jokes.
I can book you.
Yeah.
Yo. Okay. Wait.
To be fair, not
Report.
that many people use it. We get like 10 bookings a year maybe through that.
That's still.
Maybe.
You still get bookings though.
I think it's the video posted on YouTube, the Gen Z video, because that's still picking up views now, 4 years later.
Yeah.
And that's how most people find me. Although, yeah, I was doing the same material, right? And people would Google me, find my video online, and then they come to watch the show, and it was the same material.
Yeah. You can't rinse the same material that long. The people are expecting new stuff.
Exactly. So that's what trigger warning is all about. It's brand new stuff every time. I'm hoping if it's like a recurring thing, it's gonna be different every time because we just don't know what these people are gonna suggest.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also don't cancel us. No, because it's fucking down to the audience anyway. You're the ones picking the topics.
Yeah.
It's not the comedian's fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
But
got
yeah,
killed.
guys, make sure you check out Trigger Warning. Make sure you check out Gurps.live. He's everywhere. He's on TikTok, YouTube, everything. You got your socials. Is there
Yeah.
anything else you want to say before signing off?
No, just go on YouTube, type Gurps comedian. You find it. Thank you for having me this bit.
No problem. Try not to die. That'd probably be pretty good. They need you for the Trigger Warning show. I've
That's
been,
fine.
yeah, no, it's been a pleasure having you on. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. This will be on YouTube. So, yeah, make sure you check that out if you get a chance. I'll send you a link. Yeah, thank you all for watching, guys. I have been Tayeb. This is Gurps, and we will see you guys later. Bye, guys.
All right, it was nice catching up with you, bro. Been too long.
Oh,